British Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has come under intense political pressure after publicly welcoming the return to the UK of British Egyptian activist Alaa Abd El Fattah, a move that has ignited a fierce controversy across Westminster. Mr. Abd El Fattah, a well-known pro-democracy campaigner, spent most of the past 12 years in Egyptian prisons after repeated detentions linked to his outspoken criticism of the government and support for civil liberties. He was granted British citizenship in 2021 through his British-born mother and was freed this month following a presidential pardon and the lifting of a long-standing travel ban, allowing him to return to Britain and be reunited with his family. On Boxing Day, Mr. Starmer took to social media to say he was delighted that Mr. Abd El Fattah was back in the UK, a message that was initially framed as a humanitarian success for the government's long-running diplomatic efforts on behalf of a British citizen detained abroad. But within days, the political narrative shifted dramatically as a series of historic social media posts by Mr. Abd El Fattah resurfaced online. These posts, dating back more than a decade, included language widely described as offensive and violent, with phrases that appeared to endorse attacks on Zionists, derogatory remarks about British people and police, and other inflammatory content. The revelations triggered a sharp backlash from Conservative and Reform UK politicians, who called Mr. Starmer's welcoming statement a serious error of judgment and urged more decisive action. Some opposition figures demanded that Mr. Abd El Fattah's British citizenship be stripped and that he be deported, proposals legal experts have said are unlikely under current law. In response to the uproar, Mr. Abd El Fattah issued a public apology, saying the posts were written during an earlier period of his life and reflected youthful anger during times of regional conflict. He described the remarks as hurtful and said he should have known better, acknowledging how they would be perceived today. At the same time, Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper has launched an urgent review into what she described as serious information failures after it emerged that successive governments and civil servants involved in the case were not aware of the controversial posts when they advocated for his release. Downing Street has defended the government's approach, stressing that welcoming the return of a British national unfairly detained abroad remains a core principle, while also condemning the content of the historical posts as abhorrent. Government spokespeople say Mr. Starmer was not aware of the social media history at the time he issued his celebratory message. The episode has sparked wider debate about due diligence in high-profile diplomatic cases, the limits of social media scrutiny, and the balance between defending human rights activists and taking account of past controversial behavior. With tensions remaining high across the political divide, the controversy over Mr. Abd El Fattah's return looks set to dominate headlines in the days ahead.